Today I'm here at the Quantum House. The first time I visited here, I was 13 years old with my softball team to volunteer, and it has been very dear to my heart ever since. So today we're going to explore the inside, the mission, and what makes it all possible.
Quantum House is a home where families find respite, joy, and community while their children receive medical treatment. They allow families to focus on healing.
When they walk in the door and they just let that stress and pressure fall off of them, they know that this is a safe space and that we're not going to ask anything of them, that we want this to be that space of healing. Typically at dinner time, you have between 75 to 90 people in this space at once.
I was not expecting that.
Yes.
Wow. How cute are these aprons? One can wear one of these. Do chef for a day here, as long as you know you'll be feeding up to 30 families.
We have families that are coming here from all over the world to stay. This is a really fun space for our teens to come in and enjoy. And again, after dinner, you'll find a lot of them in here hanging out together too. That's our smile box.
And to make them smile.
Yeah, exactly.
Yay! Have you ever wondered why something so wonderful is so wonderful? Well, that is why we created the Channel of Wonder, to be a channel for your wonder. We're going to explore the things that make you go, wow. Hello, I'm Alexandria Isola, and I am your host of this Channel of Wonder. Are you ready to have some fun? Because I'm ready. Come on, let's go. Today I'm here with...
I'm Megan Santana, and I'm the Chief Development Officer here at Quantum House.
Awesome. I always like to start with an icebreaker. What's a fun fact about yourself?
Ooh, a fun fact. Probably that I enjoy all outdoor sports like boating, whitewater rafting.
Oh, wow.
Anything outside.
All the things I have not tried. Mm-hmm. Very cool. So why don't you show us around the Quantum House?
Okay, I would love to. So I always like to start on our original side of the house. We built in 2001, which we're just now celebrating our 25th year anniversary. Wow. And when we started in 2001, we only had 10 guest room suites. So you'll get to kind of see our original side over here, and then we'll talk about our expansion.
I remember I came here in 2014 and it was just that one side. So it has expanded a lot. So let's go.
Oh, good. I'm excited to show you. So as you can see, we have a lot of activity going on with our families this morning. During the weekdays, a lot of them are going in and out for physical therapy and doctor's appointments and treatments. So you'll see some of our kiddos around here. So actually everything from this threshold on is our original side of the house. So like I mentioned, we started off with 10 guest room suites. This has always been our dining space where families can come together and find that sense of community, get to know one another, and learn each other's stories.
It's beautiful. And do you know the inspiration behind the Quantum House?
Yes. Okay, so Quantum House started with a vision from the Junior League of the Palm Beaches. They saw the need for a pediatric hospitality house. There was nothing from Miami to Orlando for families to stay when their child was in the hospital. So they really were the vision and the mission behind the driving force of this. We had some original foundations, the Quantum Foundation, the Intracoastal Health Foundation, and the Junior League all worked together to build this house.
To create the house.
Mm-hmm,
wow.
To create this house.
So that makes sense as to the location because there wasn't anything in this area.
Right. So St. Mary's was one of the only pediatric hospitals at that time, and it really is still the largest pediatric hospital within Palm Beach County. So as it's grown here, we've continued to grow. And although we serve families from all over Palm Beach County, a lot of our families do come from St. Mary's. Mm-hmm. So we may have every once in a while a NICU mom who had a premature baby at Wellington Regional, and as long as our house is closer than their house, they're able to stay with us.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So this is
This is our learning lounge, and this is where families and kids can come to work, do homework. You can see our little library behind you here. They can come and pick out books to read. We always offer, if they want to take a book home, if they weren't able to finish it, that we get donations of books and toys and items for the kids to use while they're here. So they're always welcome to take that home if they would like.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
And then we have our Quantum House Smile Box, which was actually a project that the Breakers Hotel started for us.
Oh, wow.
And it's essentially cards that volunteers decorate in theme, and they leave it blank inside so that kids can come in and write each other a note and slip it under their door, maybe to just give them a little positivity or a happy birthday, hope you're having a great day. So that's our smile box.
And to make them smile.
Yeah, exactly.
And I love the big sun.
Yes. So, you know, as a pediatric hospitality house, we want things to feel nice, bright, calming, all the things that people need when they're dealing with the kid in the hospital.
Totally. And do you see the effect that it has, the calming
Yes.
mentality?
Yes. You know, you can honestly physically see people when they walk in the door and they just let that stress and pressure fall off of them. They know that this is a safe space and that we're not going to ask anything of them, that we want this to be that space of healing. So, and this is just one of our other rooms, our Serenity room here, which was part of the Mia's Miracles Foundation. And this is a space that's for parents, that they can come in and rest, find that respite they need, recharge, regroup, and again, be strong while their kids also need their strength. So this is, again, just one of those spaces that really helps with that healing.
This is the book that changed my life.
Oh, really?
That's amazing.
I love that. So Mia's Miracles is the foundation that helped us support this, and they saw a need for this while their child was receiving oncology treatments at Miami Children's. Wow. And they noticed this was a space they wanted to see in hospitals, so they began putting it inside hospital spaces. And then when they found us over here at Quantum House, they were like, we should do this here too. Wow. So it was really great that they came in and created this space for our families to utilize. Maria Ochoa, and she just happened to ask if she could come by and take a tour, and then as soon as she came and saw the house, was
like, we have to do this.
Yeah, she was like, we love you guys and we want to make sure this happens. So, and they have continued being community partners, and they give us monthly donations to celebrate all the kids' birthday parties. So each month they host a birthday party for anybody who has a birthday within that month.
I love that. So the book that I mentioned is The Untethered Soul by Michael A. Singer. And I also love this book, Journey to the Heart. And last time I came here, there was only one, so they got a bunch. That's awesome.
The books that are here, they're all for healing and understanding the journey that our families are going through. And if there's ever a book that they read that they want to take with them, they are more than welcome to.
I love that. And I love that you said journey, and the book's called Journey to the Heart.
Yes.
So I know, based off of the history, I had a cousin who had cancer as a child, and she went to the Ronald McDonald House. So how does the Quantum House differ from the Ronald McDonald House?
Okay, yes. So originally when the Junior League was coming up with the idea to start a hospitality house, we did look at becoming a Ronald McDonald House. The only reason we shied away from that was because the Ronald McDonald House does have certain stipulations of living outside of a certain mile radius, and we really didn't want to put any barriers in place for families that really needed to stay during these critical times. So we decided that we were going to become our own independent 501c3, and that's how we started working with the Intracoastal Foundation and Quantum Foundation to make that happen.
Wow. But did you take inspiration from the Ronald McDonald?
Yes.
But
yes.
You made it your way.
Made it our own, yes, made it our own. And we are still the only Quantum House in the U.S. today.
Wow. And what do you think makes the Quantum House uniquely special?
I think that it's unique because of how much impact we have on this community, how many people come in from the community to serve our families that are here, and just the fact that we have families that are coming here from all over the world to stay.
Now I'm here with
Clea.
Clea. And where are you from, Clea?
I'm from Croatia.
Wow. And what brings you here to the Quantum House?
Well, when I was little, my parents asked like a doctor from our country what could we do to lengthen my leg. Like, we didn't know we could lengthen it, but they asked what we could do. And he recommended the Paley Institute, that it's a really good doctor and that he could lengthen my leg. Wow. So we came here when I was 4, and they operated my hip, and then when I was 6 we came here for the first lengthening, and I've been here since then.
Wow. And how old are you now?
I'll be 14 in August.
Wow. So it's been a long journey.
Yeah.
And how do you like the Quantum House?
Well, when we were first coming to the US, we used to stay in some apartments close to here, but then our friends recommended the Quantum House, and we loved it, and from then we're staying here. And I love the gaming room, I love the food, the families.
And what are you doing here? Some art?
Yeah, we're drawing.
What's that?
This is like some fruits. It was supposed to be dots, but I got an idea to draw fruits, and this is a sunset.
Oh, I love that. It's like a little canvas you have there?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Yeah. Wow.
So we have international guests, we have guests from all over the US, and I just think without the community support and making them feel that safe, healing place to be, they could stay anywhere essentially, but they want to stay here with us. So.
And do you think that the families take that with them, that feeling?
I do. I know a lot of them stay connected when they leave here, sometimes with our volunteers, sometimes with each other, and that's what we want to see. You know, we want to see people go home together. We want to see them still remembering and holding on to those connections that they made while they were here too.
That's beautiful. It's like they made a way to have a special memory while going through something that was hard.
Right. They definitely can turn a dark time into something light.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So this is our toddler playroom over here to the left, and we call it our gourmet kitchen giggles.
Okay, I love giggles.
One of our local doctors, Dr. Feldman, who works up here, donated to create this space for the kids. So we really kind of themed it like a bistro, so the kids can come in here and cook.
Look at this.
And essentially, when the families are in here preparing breakfast or lunch for the kids, they can come in here and they can pretend to cook and be in their own kitchen as well. So
they're doing their own way of cooking.
Exactly, a nice, light, bright space that they can come and play in.
I love that. Play all day.
Yep.
Wow, look at that setup. It's beautiful.
And right down here to the left, we have our original 10 rooms. And you can kind of see the differences in the hallway spaces once we look at the expansion side. When we had originally built, we didn't have a lot of patients that were staying in-house. They were all staying in the hospital. But now we have orthopedic patients that can actually stay within the house as well. And behind me, as you can hear, we have our laundry room. So families can utilize our washers and dryers at no cost. And a lot of those everyday things that they use, detergent, paper towels, hand soap, those are all items also donated, so they don't have to worry about going to the store and purchasing those items.
What would you say that you see the most of as the reasons to why the families are staying here?
Okay, so we do serve all pediatric cases, so we see anything from moms that are going into premature labor, so they may have a baby in the NICU. We also have families who have a child in the PICU, which could be there for an illness, car accident, anything of that nature. And then we also serve oncology families too, so we may see some childhood cancer patients. Our biggest reason, especially for the families coming internationally and across the U.S., is we have a huge orthopedic institute on our campus, so a lot of our families do come in to see these specialists from all over the world. So as we were considering expanding, we really looked at who needed housing and who needed the help the most, and that's how we were determining how big we should go and what we should do.
Wow. So is like West Palm a main hub for orthopedic surgeries?
I will say for the type of orthopedic surgeries that happen here, we have a lot of kids that are going through limb lengthening that have some birth defects, and they do a really great job over here filling that need. This is our main dining area where the families can come to eat meals every night, and we have some little tables here for the kids. And again, I do feel like this is the heart of our home. This is where families come together the most. They're eating meals together. They're coming here at the end of each day and they're telling everybody their story of what's happening, and they're all supporting one another. So I know we had talked about important spaces in the house and what's most used. This is our most used space.
Yeah. They can gather over a meal.
Exactly. Always, right?
It's
Food
always
brings
a meal.
people together.
Yeah.
Food brings people together. So we have this amazing...
I was going to say, speaking of bringing people
we
together.
have this amazing dinner board that highlights people within our community that come and cook each night. So Velocity Community Credit Union, Little Smiles, Chick-fil-A, you can tell that they're businesses, they're other nonprofits, they're restaurants that donate. So literally every type of person in this community has come together in this kitchen. It's a great team building exercise for these businesses and school groups, but then for our families, it's that meal at the end of the day that they can't even think about cooking themselves.
Right.
So to come in and have food ready and prepared is such a blessing
Yeah,
for
like
them.
they don't have to think about making the food.
Right.
All they have to worry about is making sure they're fed.
Make sure you're fed.
Yeah.
You know, again, that concept of you can't be strong for your child if you're not strong yourself. So, you know, we're really making sure we're taking care of the caretakers and making sure that they have everything they need. And we'll keep walking here. We have our pantry area that, again, families can come into and get food that they need if they want to cook something themselves. And these are all from donations within the community.
And how do they find out about Quantum House, like the different companies?
Yes, so I do feel like we get out in the community to talk about the house as much as possible, and we go into schools and we talk about the house as much as possible.
Wow.
And so it's just ways that we can spread the word to say, even if you can't come in and volunteer, you can donate items when you go to the store. Maybe pick something up for us and drop it off, or order something on Amazon and have it sent here. And so a lot of people, if they can't commit to coming in and giving their time, they will donate items for the house that we need. All those household essentials that, you know,
that we don't even think about.
You don't even think about. But if these families don't have a car, or they don't have means to travel, or they don't have a driver's license, it's here.
Right, and they're really just, their mind is consumed with making sure their kid is okay at the time.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
And I feel as though, like, the siblings too, their parent is worried about the kid that is going through something, so the siblings need to make sure that they have food as well.
They have
and
snacks
other
and things that they can utilize too.
How cute are these aprons? One can wear one of these. Do chef for a day here, as long as you know you'll be feeding up to 30 families. It's usually a company dynamic, you and your friends, but probably not you by yourself, because it's about 30 families, but how cute.
Look at all of our little tags here. With a large kitchen like this, we definitely have to have things labeled so families can come in when the volunteer groups come in, that everything is easy to access.
You'll know where everything is.
Yep, exactly. And the families do have a space in each refrigerator, and they have a cabinet space as well where they can keep their own food items.
So I remember that Greg pointed out that these were new for soundproofing.
Yes.
And they look like flowers.
Yep, they do look like flowers. So we recently did a remodel not too long ago of updating our furniture, and we really realized we needed something for some soundproofing. There was a lot of echoing going on. It just turned into a loud boom at the end of the night when everybody was in here for dinner. So we thought about creative, beautiful ways that we could bring in soundproofing without it looking like the block soundproofing walls. So these are actually soundproof clouds, and they help to tame the noise in the dining room at night. Those are so cool. And actually, this art wall here is also a soundproofing wall. So it's almost like a foam board, right? Like a felt board. So this is really nice too to help, and it's also a great visual where groups can take pictures in front of it and enjoy. The kids can take pictures in front of it.
You're saying how it must get really loud in here at dinner time. So how many families do you think are usually having dinner together?
So once we expanded in 2015, we added an additional 20 rooms. So we have 30 rooms altogether now. So typically at dinner time, you have between 75 to 90 people in this space at once.
I was not expecting that.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, it's a big group at dinner time.
How do you keep the community, like, I don't want to say in check, but like in check with the healing aspect, like keeping it positive? Yes,
so we do provide groups with guidelines prior to coming and volunteering here. You know, we want everybody to have a good time and a great experience, and we always just need to remember that this is their home during this time. So honestly, it's really easy because they want to provide that safe space for them, but then they also realize, you know, they're here together having a good time too, but they don't have to overindulge or become overexcited to make it a louder space than it already is. They kind of know their purpose of why they're here, and they're happy to serve the families that are here.
Wow.
Yeah, it doesn't turn into like a big party house at 6:30 or anything. Wow. And then this in here is our living room. And as you can see, we have some fun programs that are going on this summer. Summer is our busiest time. So we have families that come all together as a whole unit. The siblings are here, maybe mom and dad are both here because school's out. Yeah. And so they will schedule surgeries that they know they need to stay for a period of time so that the kids don't miss school. And we plan these great arts and cultural activities through the summer. So if we have reading time, if we have pottery making class, if we do a cooking class for the kids, anything of that nature that will engage our patients and our siblings.
Yeah, it keeps their mind on something.
Right, and you think of those summer times of being a fun time, and we want to keep that as part of their core
keep that
memories
normalcy.
too. Yeah. Right, exactly, that sense of normalcy. You can pass. Yeah. Of course.
Oh, he's got Spider-Man on his wheels. Oh, I love that.
That's Jacopo. He's from Italy.
Oh, really?
Yes, he's from Italy.
Wow. Okay, so I have to ask, what do you think is a fan favorite when it comes to activities?
Okay, so I think one of the kids' favorite activities is working with one of our volunteers. Her name is Logan Leone, and she comes and does jewelry making classes with the kids. Oh, cute. And the moms really enjoy that too.
So it's an activity for both.
Right, it's kind of an activity for both. And the boys can make jewelry, the girls can make jewelry. It's something that's for everyone, but they have a really good time. They get to use their creativity, and she has a bunch of different bead sets and different charms, and they just enjoy coming together and doing that.
Oh, I love that. It really brings them together, like you said.
Exactly. Awesome. Exactly. They have their little stations at the tables, and they're ready to go. Wow. So this is our living room, and as you can see, we have some families watching TV over here. We have some kids doing some painting projects over here too. And right to our right, we could start walking into our teen arcade. Excuse me, Jacopo. So in here, This
Look
is
how
a
awesome
space
this is.
where our older kids can come in and hang out. And as you can see, our big Pac-Man machine, this is
Look at
a
this.
fan favorite as well. I think this is something that the parents also really enjoy coming in and playing.
Wow.
So between Galaga and Pac-Man, they are all trying to beat each other's high scores at the end of the day.
Oh, I love that. That's
So
much
we
fun.
have a really fun space here too, with of course our Xbox and PlayStation and Switch.
I just noticed the ceiling.
Yes.
How cool.
Yes, this is a really fun space for our teens to come in and enjoy. And again, after dinner, you'll find a lot of them in here hanging out together too.
Wow, that's a great way.
Yeah.
Wow. And you gotta show these little plushies. Look how cute. It's all Pac-Man themed.
And right behind me here is our business center, which is something that's also very important for our families that stay here. A lot of the parents still have to work, and so this provides a space where they can come in and have a quiet space to do that. So I'm gonna let you peek in and take a quick look.
Very good.
So they have a couple of computers here, and then they can close the door if they have to make phone calls.
So I remember when I came here, I think I was 13, there was a little boy and he played the piano like magically. And it's still here, so I'd love for you to show us the
Yes,
piano.
and talk about the history of it a little
Yes.
bit. So this piano has been a part of our house for a long time, and it came to us from an event called Keys in the City, which was put on by the Kretzer Foundation. And she had a bunch of old pianos restored and painted by local artists, and they were
very
displayed in downtown areas for the public to enjoy and play. And when the event was over, she had all these beautiful pianos, and she thought, what can I do with these? So we were actually one of the recipients, I think, of the coolest piano.
Yeah.
And we still have kids today that will come and play when they know how to play. They will come and play the piano, they'll practice, they'll put on performances. We actually have a patient now that will come from 2 to 3 every day and play songs that the kids request.
Oh, wow.
So he's very brilliant and he does a fantastic job, but he will come in and play that each afternoon.
I love that. And
So it
music,
continues to get tuned all the time.
right? And music in itself is healing.
Yes.
So to be able to do, especially requests of the other children, that's
Yes.
That's wow.
Yes, something that they enjoy listening to as well.
Look, it looks brand new.
I know, it's held up very well. Now I'm going to show you our backyard space.
A big Connect 4. Wow.
And this is an amazing area where, when it's not raining or summertime essentially, the families will come out and really utilize this space. In the summer, we just have a lot of water balloon fights and water gun
wow.
fights, but typically in the wintertime, the kids are out here all year round. And we have a playground area over here. We have a gazebo that they can go and sit in. We also have a putting green space, and we have pro golfers that come every Thursday and teach the kids golf lessons.
How cool is that?
So it's a really nice space. And even over there in the corner where the hammocks are, that was a project, that was an Eagle Scout project by some Boy Scouts.
Oh, wow. You really get all the community involved in some way.
Right.
And those are donations or?
Yep, so our putting green was donated. The project that the Boy Scouts did was donated. We did receive some grant funding for our playground from a local Kiwanis club.
Wow.
And so they helped to put together our playground with another foundation. Lots of community space.
I see you Jenga too. That
Yeah,
must
it's
be
always
fun.
So this is part of our expansion too, where our other 20 guest room suites are. We also have our gym right here to the left, which I'm going to show you. And this is another space that Mia's Miracles did for us. This was a project that Maria and her husband Camilo put on. He is a golf professional, and so he understands health and wellness is a part of his everyday life, and he understands the mental capacity that these families are going through. Of course, they had a daughter that went through a similar situation, and This is a space that the parents can come in and get that stress relief, get that time that they need to, again, regroup and be strong for their children.
Totally. It goes hand in hand, the Zen aspect, like the calming, and then the physical activity to release all that tension.
Right, and mental health is incredibly important, so we do want to make sure that, again, those families have the resources they need in going through these trying times.
That's beautiful. You guys thought of everything.
We tried to. And you know, when we were doing this expansion, we really did sit down with the families to say, what are the things that you want to see, and what are the things that you need that we couldn't do when we were small. And so we really put in the effort to take in all the things they were saying and try to provide that when we had the opportunity to grow.
That's beautiful. So speaking of expansion, I remember Greg was talking about the idea of expanding into certain, like, little spaces in hospitals. Is that something that you could see in the future?
That is definitely something we would love to see in the future. Quantum House provides so much for the community here, but sometimes we have families that are only in the hospital for a day or two, and how can we reach those patients and those families? And so we've thought about rooms that we could open as a Quantum House family room space where parents or siblings can go in and get a snack, maybe do a load of laundry if they need to, have a space that they can just go in and sit down and regroup outside of that hospital room.
Right.
So that would be a vision of ours, to see a space like that in some of our local hospitals here.
That's beautiful, because it's not just a house, it's a home. So you're bringing that home feeling to them, and that.
Right, wherever we can bring that feeling of home to, that's what we would like to see happen.
I love it. So like the Quantum House brings that safe home feeling, and that's really what makes it stand out.
Right, keeping families together and bringing hope to people in times where they may not be able to find it.
I love that.
Okay.
I see more flowers on the ceiling.
Yep, so again, we're entering another dining room space, and this is really for our families that are staying on this north wing of the house, so that they have a space where they can store their food and make a snack or have breakfast and lunch. So this is just our warming kitchen on this side, and the families can come in here and gather when they wake up in the morning to make a cup of coffee. But again, that big dining room space is where groups come together at the end of each day. So we do have families that'll utilize this for breakfast and lunch, but typically everybody comes down for
Big
dinner.
family dinner.
And we have some nice sitting room areas that they can come and read a book and hang out as well.
This is like a more private area. Like in the morning,
It
I
feels
wake
like
up,
that,
I'm groggy.
right? It's a little bit further away from the community spaces, so it's a little bit quieter down on this hall.
And it's like just heat up your breakfast.
Right, heat up your food. Again, you have a shelf in the fridge. You have a cabinet space, so they have some snack items that they can use. And now we'll go down here and see our guest room suite that we have open. This is another laundry room. So actually each family hallway does have their own laundry facility. So right behind you is another wing of 8 rooms, and they have their own laundry. This one has 12 rooms, and they have their own laundry. So again, free to use, and a lot of those donations of laundry detergent and dryer sheets come from our community. And so as we're kind of looking down this hallway, you can see the differences between that original hallway and this. So we really wanted to build out more alcove space to store the wheelchairs or to store a stroller if they need. So we were really trying to be intentional about the room that we have.
Yeah, really thinking about the families.
Exactly. So this in here is our guest room suite.
Wow.
And each room has a king size bed and a twin bed. Mm-hmm. And this could be for the patient to stay, this could be for grandma to stay, whatever the family dynamic might be. So this is nice. It has a little privacy door that closes for whoever is staying in this space.
Yeah, so you could just close that and it's its own bed. Beautiful. And they have shelving.
And each guest room suite does have a refrigerator and a safe so that the families can store like milk, water, medicine if they need it through the night. Wow. And then like I mentioned, some of our families are coming from overseas, so to have the safe if they need to keep their passports or things inside of it. Totally. And then all of our restrooms here are ADA accessible.
I have the bars. So I remember when I had surgery, my doctor saw the growth plate and he said that it just missed the growth plate and I still had a few inches to grow. And if it had hit the growth plate, that one leg could have possibly been longer than the other. So you're saying how that is what the limb lengthening is?
Right. So the limb lengthening process for some of our families here, if they have a child that has a growth plate that's not working properly, they will come here and essentially grow the bone for them.
Isn't that amazing?
Yes, it is amazing. And they don't have to have shoe lifts anymore. Wow. So a lot of great...
I didn't even know about that.
Yes, a lot of great technology today that can really help with that, because if you think of walking on an uneven leg, how much pressure you're putting on the hip or the knee, and then you're looking at getting those replaced. So it's just a lot of things that can help eliminate that.
I remember I was in a boot for a while and going to physical therapy, my hip was higher because it was a higher boot.
Right, it's lifted up and it's bothersome. So, so that's essentially what a lot of our kids are doing that are here for the orthopedics.
So what kind of events do you have coming up?
So we have 4 signature events that we do each year to help us raise funds for the house here. In the spring, we do our Quantum House Invitational, which is a golf tournament. And on June 1st of every year, we do our Culinary Creations event.
Oh, cool.
And that is a really great event that we work with the American Culinary Federation to put on, essentially a large tasting for our guests to come and be a part of. Yes.
Because the kitchen is the most used.
That's it. The food brings people together. And then in the fall, we have our Shamrock Classic Golf Tournament, which is going to be October 2nd. And then our final event that we do each year is our first Sunday in December is our Sugar Plum Stream event, and that is at Admiral's Cove. And that is actually a family-friendly gala that we put on that families can actually bring their kids to. Oh, cool. And it just really spreads the word of philanthropy, and it instills that in the kids that can attend as well. So, and behind me here, this is kind of our history of Quantum House. So we even have some of our older events that we no longer do and events that we still do. So this is just a kind of nice snapshot of where we started and where we're at now.
That's awesome. And where can we find more out about the Quantum House? Like, say if we wanted to either donate or volunteer?
Yes. Okay, so certainly on our website, which is quantumhouse.org. That's also a way that families can apply to stay with us, is on our website. Well. And then they can find out more about our events. They can sign up to volunteer there, and they can see a list of things that we do in the community and a list of things that we offer within the house.
Awesome. Where can we keep up to date with the Quantum House?
Yes, so we are on all platforms, and our handle is @QuantumHouse.
And any platform you can imagine, they have it.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you guys for allowing me the opportunity to share with you the journey of Quantum House, and of course to our generous community and list of donors here that made this expansion happen, as well as our original house in 2001. We would not be here 25 years without you.
If you had the platform to spread a message for the Quantum House and yourself, what would that message be for the audience?
I would think to have hope. Hope is something that can bring light in those dark times, and that's for Quantum House certainly, and I think in our everyday lives as well, to have hope to move forward, strength to carry on, and that's certainly a message that we want to share with people in our community.
I love that. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Wasn't that wonderful? If you made it this far, I'm going to take it that you liked this video. So show us some love by liking this video and subscribing to this channel of wonder and following us on Instagram. Your support allows us to bring more wondrous stories your way. So tell me, what inspired you most? And what wonderful things that make you go wow are you looking forward to us exploring on this channel? And are there things that you'd like us to shine light on? Well, let us know by commenting below. We're looking forward to having you tune in to our next wondrous episode.